Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Emily Milan, Assistant Director of the Brooks Free Library, and I'm here today with Carla Burke, who's our Assistive Technology Coordinator, and Jenniffer Pickett, our Reference Librarian. We're here to share some information about our vital service at the library, as well as tax forms, because we know we're getting lots of questions about that at the library right now. So we'll start with Carla. Carla's going to do a demonstration of some assistive technology and tell us more about her program at the library.
All right. The VITAL program at Brooks offers free one-on-one instruction in the use of assistive technology to people with sight loss. Volunteer tutors work individually with patrons, teaching them the assistive technology of their choice. I often get asked, what is assistive technology? The usual definition is any item, piece of equipment, software program, or product system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of persons with disabilities. I prefer a simpler explanation. Assistive technology is technology that helps persons with disabilities perform tasks. For example, those of us who are blind or who have low vision can use assistive technology to read books and newspapers, read our mail, write letters or documents, use email, send and receive text messages, surf the internet, and much more. Today I'd like to demonstrate one type of assistive technology. So I have an iPad mini, Apple's iPad, iPod Touch, and the very popular iPhone all have built-in accessibility options. And I'm going to demonstrate one of those today, the VoiceOver screen reader. Using VoiceOver, I can hear what is on the screen and therefore can interact with the device. VoiceOver uses specific gestures, typically one of three categories: touch gestures, swipe gestures, also known as flick gestures, and tap gestures. So I'm going to demonstrate just a few of those today. I'm going to start with the basic touch gesture. I can touch anywhere on the screen, and VoiceOver will highlight what is under my finger, putting a black rectangle around it, and read it aloud to me. So I'm just going to try that.
Camera. Double clock. 9:23 a.m. FaceTime. Double tap to open.
So you hear it's reading what is under my finger. I also have VoiceOver hints enabled, and that's really helpful because sometimes it gives a reminder about what gesture can be used to perform a given action. Now, I don't have to remove my finger each time I want to touch and hear what's on the screen. I can leave my finger on the screen, move it around.
Now, reminders. Game Center.
Oh, you hear a
Double
bonk
tap
there?
to open. Page 1 of 3.
Bonk means that there's nothing under my finger if I hear that.
App Store. One update available.
Okay, it's time to update.
Double tap to open.
But though that's really an easy way to navigate around the screen. A more efficient way is to use a swipe gesture, a VoiceOver gesture. Swiping right moves my focus from one point to the next item on the screen. So I'll show you that.
Settings.
I'm going to swipe
Messages.
right.
One unread photos. Camera. Maps.
And
Double tap to open.
if I wanted to move to a prior item on the screen, I would just swipe left.
Camera. Photos. Messages.
Okay.
One unread message.
Now to demonstrate
Double tap to open.
a tap gesture, I'm going to open an app, and I'm going to go to the internet using Apple's web browser called Safari. Now I could touch around the screen or swipe around the screen trying to find the Safari icon, but I happen to know that it's in my dock on the lower left corner of my screen. So I'm just going to touch there.
Dock. Safari. Double tap to open.
And I hear the hint, double tap to open. So I take one finger and I'm going to tap twice quickly on the screen.
Safari. Mobile version.
And there
Link.
it is. It's opened, and my focus is on the last web page that I have visited, which happens to be Brooks Free Library site. Now I can read this web page using different voiceover gestures. I can read by character, word, or line. I can interact by selecting links, filling in form fields, doing lots of different things. Or I can also read a web page continuously using a swipe gesture. This is really helpful if it's the first time I've ever visited a web page. I can hear everything that's on it. It's also helpful if I want to have an email read aloud to me or a document. So I'll just demonstrate that. It's a two-finger swipe up.
Mobile version. Link. Brooks Free Library website. Link. Image. Home. Link. Library information. Visited. Link.
And it started at the top of the page and would have read the whole thing, but I stopped it with a two-finger single tap, which is another voiceover gesture to stop voiceover reading. Holds my focus there, and then I can continue with other gestures, two fingers swipe down to continue reading or whatever. So those are just a few of the voiceover gestures when we teach this technology at Brooks. VoiceOver is not the only assistive technology that we do teach in the VITAL program. We can offer this instruction because we have VITAL volunteers, wonderful volunteers, but we do need more volunteers to act as tutors to teach the technology. If you are looking for an opportunity to volunteer somewhere, please consider becoming a VITAL tutor. You don't already need to know how to use assistive technology. You can just select one of the technologies in our VITAL program, and we will provide the training you will need in order to be able to teach it. So I think, Emily, I'll pass it back to you. And
thank you, Carla, for all of that valuable information. Brooks is really very lucky to have all of the wonderful volunteers that we have working in the library, and specifically in Carla's VITAL program. So again, as Carla said, if you're interested in volunteer opportunities, please give us a call at the library. Carla can be reached at extension 5, correct?
That's right.
And you can get more information about volunteering for VITAL. So now I'm going to turn it over to Jenniffer, our reference librarian, Jenniffer Pickett, and she's going to give us a little information about tax season.
Hi, everybody. April 15th is coming around sooner than you know it, and the Brooks Free Library is an outlet for tax form distribution. That means we get tax forms from the federal government and the state government. And I'm here just to give a quick update on our tax form situation here at the library. The federal forms that we would be getting have all arrived. So we do have your basic federal forms up at the library. We do also have a big book of reproducible tax forms so that you can make photocopies. I want to let people know that we don't get every form that the government has. They're all on the website, the government website, but we do get the most basic ones, and they are available upstairs on the second floor. We can print off the internet any form that you need, so please come in if you do need a form, and we'll try to help get it for you. That's with the federal forms. The state forms, there's kind of another situation altogether. A lot of you might be familiar with this booklet. This is a residential tax form booklet for the state of Massachusetts. Almost everyone that files the federal one needs to file a state one too. Unfortunately, the state has decided to limit the amount of forms that they sent to libraries this year, so we had a real shortage, and it's a real issue. We have actually already run through our supply of the Book 1 forms, and the Book 1 forms really has the instructions and also the forms that you need within the booklet. So most people need the entire booklet, and we are already out of them. Our supply has been exhausted. All libraries are in the same boat this year, as they did restrict forms statewide in terms of what they sent to libraries. But we do have this very last copy here at the library. It's at the reference desk. You can make photocopies of it, but what we're suggesting is a couple of other options. There are some phone numbers you can call to have the forms sent to you at home. You would have to do that fairly shortly to get your taxes done on time this year. They are all available on the internet. The website is mass.gov/e-file for the state forms. And we do have a lot of handouts that we can give you to help you with this as well. Another option is to actually go to the office in Hyannis. There is a federal government office in Hyannis and also a state tax DOR office in Hyannis, and you can actually pick up forms directly there as it gets closer to the deadline. If you come into the library on the second floor, we can help you access these options. We can give you lots of handouts to direct you to where you can get more information. But I just wanted to let people know, if you do come into photocopy forms, we do have to charge you 15 cents a page because we don't get reimbursed from either government for the cost of the printing or the photocopying. So it can get a little pricey. So that's where we're really encouraging people to go online this year and also to come in and get this information so we can let you know where you can go to get what you need. I hope that helps everybody, and I wish you luck with your taxes. It's never fun, but we hope to help out just a little bit.
Thanks, Jen. We appreciate the information. And so Jen can be reached upstairs on the second floor in the at the reference desk. The library's phone number, if you don't have that on a bookmark at home or on your library card, is 508-430-7562. Jen's at extension 2 in the reference department, and Carla's at extension 5 at the Vital desk. For more information on all of the programs and services offered by the library, you can visit our website at brooksfreelibrary.org. We hope to see you all soon.